What's up, guys? This is your King and Archprince of Chaos. This is your King and Knight About Time EX Turk, and we're in a Final Fantasy Coliseum. Now, I have to tone down the volume because I got other people working upstairs, and well, I don't want to be, looked upon weird. So yeah, I'm gonna be using my inside voice. But so welcome to the Final Fantasy Square Enix Coliseum battle, where we take two characters or two forms of set characters and put them in a death battle with the same abilities and stuff like that. So now we're going to be taking two of the biggest and the strongest demon class characters. First will be Vincent Valentine's final limit break transformation Chaos. You know, the same Chaos that took Vincent's father's life. The same Chaos that gave Vincent Valentine the unholy body he does not like. But this form is extremely powerful. Now, in the original Final Fantasy VII, it wasn't so strong, and that's because its defense was low and his final attack wasn't as good. But then again, remember, Vincent Valentine's an aside. It was never meant to be nothing more than an optional character, so they couldn't program it, so Dirge of Cerberus fixed it. Now, Chaos is about as powerful as Bizarro Sephiroth, so that's a real powerhouse. Hence why he was able to take down Vice and even the final Omega form. And his weapons, and his attack, and his limit break attacks are from Chaos Scepter, Death Penalty Beam, and Satan's Slam, which Satan's Slam actually does 999 damage, puts you all negative stats elements, and pretty much could knock you out of the game pretty fast. So that's with Chaos. Now our next combatant is Idolus's Star Scourge transformation, known as Foras. Now Foras is immortal because as long as the Star Scourge is up, of course he's going to keep coming back. Considering Arden and Verstel have worked heavily on the Emperor himself, turning him into Foras. Now, Foras is very powerful as well. For Foras, he can use status ailment stuff, he'll slow your party down by poisoning your party, slowing your party, paralyzing, whatever it is in Final Fantasy 15. He'll do that. Then he'll come with heavy attacks and strikes. Now, the darker the room gets and stuff like that, the stronger Foras gets. So he also could glide through walls, like slip through walls if it's really dark, and he gets stronger the darker the room is. So, pretty much, yeah. There's a good reason why, there's a reason why he's the Emperor's transformation and why Square Enix made it so. Because how powerful Foras is. Foras is right now at the same power as Noctis is in Chapter 13. So, pretty powerful. Now, both Chaos and Foras is immortal, so it's hard to pick between the two. And we can't set the Star Scourge in the Dissidia-verse because it would affect Vincent's Chaos transformation as well. Pretty much, it'd be a draw, if you did that. So let's take out the Scourge. There's no Star Scourge around. So, one of them would probably die. Now, Chaos can regenerate any and all organs. Even if Vincent decides to go back to human form, he can regenerate anything except vital organs. Like, a heart and a brain cannot regenerate, but everything else can regenerate real fast. If it's just a scratch, or if it's like a scar, of course. But if it's like, anything like a severed arm, no, and that's why he has that golden claw. But if it's like a big stab, Chaos can heal it back up. And without the Star Scourge, Foras is screwed. But when it comes to magic ability, I'd have to say they're both the same because they use the same class. They use the same class of magic. They use the same magic class abilities. So it's not really much of a match if you put that together. When it comes to speed, I have to say Chaos, because Chaos could fly at speeds of a Mach 10 engine. If you don't know what that is, I think it's a World War II engine, you know. But pretty much, yes, Chaos can fly that far away and that fast. And even though Idolus is in the form of Foras, which makes him stronger, Idolus is an old man. And not just, you know, like Vincent's pretty old too, but, you know, Vincent retained his youth thanks to Chaos. And since Vincent has retained his youth with Chaos cells, Vincent's still stuck in the age of 20, as a 27-year-old permanently, thanks to Chaos. Foras does not change the age or body Idolus is using, except make Idolus turn into Foras. But so Foras is an old man. Even in transformation state, he can only do so much. You know, that's why Foras wants the crystal so bad, so he can have pretty much unlimited power and be just like Arden. That's why he wanted the crystal all along. So, you know, because Vincent is stuck at the age of 27 and he's more youthful, even in transformation state, you know, because your transformation state's going to be the same age as you are, Vincent would be faster. When it comes to physical paralysis, I'd have to say Foras would win. Because remember, Vincent does not rely on brute strength. He's more of a long range and small time brawler, but mostly, you know, sharpshooter. So Foras would use physical strength, especially because Foras' claws could turn into sword-like dagger things. So I'd say when it comes to physical strength, Foras would win. Now, with all the stats that's on there, I'd have to say Chaos would win, because we took out the Star Skirt, so there's no way for Foras to come back. You know, Vincent can regenerate any major wounds as long as it's not real detrimental or, you know, detached from one of the organs. And Vincent is younger, and thus Chaos is younger, technically. Thus, because of that, he would be faster than Foras. You know. In fact, he wouldn't even use any of the other limits to break except for the death penalty beam, because that one can evaporate you. It's, you know, the death penalty beam will incinerate you just like a supernova would. And without the Star Scourge, Foras couldn't survive it. Even though it's a dark beam, still it evaporates everything. So I'd have to say the winner of this death battle would be Chaos from Final Fantasy 7 Incarnation Chaos. Tell me what you think in the comments below, and may the crystal be with you. Feel you anymore, 'cause you've run through me with destructive force. I think somehow